Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome to NIVS Home School. Hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. This is Kamrul Nahan, Assistant Teacher of English, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. My dear students of class 9, today I am going to take your English first paper and now today's topic is Unit 6 Lesson 2. That means today we will know about Sri Lanka, the pearl of the Indian Ocean. So all of you take your English for today book and go to page 79. Let's start. Now, lesson 2, Sri Lanka, the pearl of the Indian Ocean. And in section A there are some questions and we will do it in our live class in pair. Now look at the picture, ask and answer the following questions in pair. Number 1, what is the name of the country? Number 2, what is the country surrounded by? Number 3, what do you know about the country? So we will do it in our live class and you will discuss it with your friend. You will ask and answer the questions. Now we will go to the passage that means B. Now read the following passage to find your answers to the questions in A. So we will read this passage which is given in section B to find out the questions in section A. And now look, there are some paragraphs and they are addressed like A, B, C, D, E, F, and it's important because you will be given homework, and that means you have to write the heading of those paragraph. Okay, let's read. Say paragraph A. Anyone visiting Sri Lanka may often hear the word Auban. This word means may you have the gift of long life. So this is the meaning of this word Auban. It is with this traditional greeting that everyone is welcome to Sri Lanka. So it is a greeting. If you visit Sri Lanka, they will greet you like this. Sri Lanka is variously known as Serendip, Ceylon, teardrop of India, pearl of the Indian Ocean, etc. So Sri Lanka is known as Serendip, Ceylon, teardrop of India. Now look at the map of Sri Lanka. It looks like the teardrop. That's why it is called teardrop or pearl of the Indian Ocean, etc. And these names reveals the beauty of Sri Lanka. Okay, let's read. These names reveal the richness and beauty of this island nation. Many travelers, from ancient mariners and merchants to present day tourists, have been attracted by the beauty of this island. So this island is very beautiful, and many travelers from ancient period to the now on the mariners or the merchants or the travelers felt this island very attractive. Now we will go to section paragraph B. Sri Lanka is located in the Indian Ocean. Now we will know about the location of Sri Lanka, just off the southeastern coast of India. Shaped like a teardrop, the island of Sri Lanka measures about 415 kilometers from north to south and about 220 kilometers from east to west, with a total land area of about 65,600 square kilometers. It has more than 1,340 kilometers of coastline. Now look, this is the island of Sri Lanka, and a very small island, only 65,600 square kilometers. Now we will go to paragraph C. Despite its modest size, Sri Lanka has a population of about 20 million. So Sri Lanka has a population of 20 million. Sri Lanka is a multi-religious, multi-racial and multilingual country. That means there are people of different religions or different race or different language. The four major ethnic groups are the Sinhal, Sri Lankan Tamils, Indian Tamils and Sri Lankan Moors or Muslims. So Sri Lankan Muslims are called Moors. A fifth group, the Vedas, are the original inhabitants of the island. So Vedas are the original inhabitants of this island. Remember this one. The ancient history of Sri Lanka is depicted in the Hindu epic the Ramayana and in the Mahavamsa or the Great Chronicle. So their ancient history depicted from Hindu epic Ramayana. Now we will go to paragraph D. Sri Lanka's economy has traditionally been based on agriculture, just like ours. The emphasis is on exporting crops such as tea, rubber and coconuts. In fact, Sri Lanka is the largest tea exporter of the world. The country is also a major producer and supplier of a variety of spices such as cinnamon, cardamom, pepper, cloves and nutmeg. So Sri Lanka is the largest tea exporter, and it also produces or it supplies different types of spices which we use to cook. Cinnamon first originated in Sri Lanka and was introduced later to the world by the Arab merchants. Now paragraph E. Sri Lanka's archaeological treasures may be compared to other civilizations of the past like the Golden Age of Greece, the Roman Empire and Mayan citadels. So we can compare their archaeological treasures with those civilizations or like Golden Age of Greece, the Roman Empire and Mayan citadels. Okay. Sorry. Now look, the culture has been influenced by the Western colonizers and Eastern traders, and we all know that colonizer means person or people who help take control of a country that is not their own, and that resulted in developing a unique mix of races and religions, arts and crafts, festivals and costumes in this small country. So colonization has a great impact on Sri Lanka. Now we will go to next paragraph. Now look, beside the man-made witches, one may find the God-given blessings of nature in Sri Lanka. The island is circled by azure seas and is blessed with sandy beaches, green hills, cascading waterfalls, abundant wildlife and a variety of flowers and fruits. And cascade means a small waterfall or a series of waterfalls. So there are, you will find lots of small waterfalls in Sri Lanka. The country abounds with coconut groves, spice gardens, tea estates and many other gardens and woods. Travelers from all over the world come to Sri Lanka. Here a weary traveler can pass a relaxing day by a palm shaded lagoon looking at the endless ocean, and for the adventurous days can be full of excitement, snorkeling, swimming, fishing or sailing. Lagoon means like pool or pond, salt water which is separated from the sea. Okay, now we will go to section C. From your reading of the above text, complete the table with no more than 2 words and or numbers. So we will fill in the blanks. Now we will complete the table which we have which we are given in the above passage. Now look, there are 3 columns, Sri Lanka facts. There are 3 columns: people, economy, natural beauties. At first we will fill up the first column. We will write about the people. There are 4 main ethnic groups. So what will be in the blanks? Yes, we can write here. There are mainly, but 4 main is given here, so we will write it generally. Generally 4 main ethnic, there are generally 4 main ethnic groups. They are Sinhal, Sri Lankan, Tamils, and now look which one is the other one. Now look, we have read that there are another ethnic groups and they are called Indian Tamils. Now look paragraph C. There are 4 major ethnic groups. Now look, Indian Tamils, right? Tamils, Indian Tamils. Indian Tamils and Sri Lankan Moors, who are also known as what? what? Who is also known as Muslims. It's given here. The earliest residents of Sri Lanka are known as what? The earliest residents of Sri Lanka are known as Vedas. Now look, a fifth group, the Vedas are the original inhabitants of this island. So we will write here Vedas, and the spelling is VEDDHAS. Now we will go to next column, that means economy. Agriculture is a traditional form of economic activity in Sri Lanka. The country exports many crops and what? The country exports many crops and yes, we know that spices, crops and spices. Now look, you can take the help of paragraph D. Now look, the producer and supplier of variety of spices. The Sri Lanka tops the world in tea export, right? The spice dash was found first in Sri Lanka. So which spice was first found in Sri Lanka? Yes, we all know that. Now look, it is cinnamon. Cinnamon first originated in Sri Lanka. So we will write here the name of the spice, cinnamon. CINNAMON. Now we will go to next column, natural beauty. Okay, let's start. Sri Lanka is blessed with awesome natural beauty. There are blue seas, sandy beaches, green hills and flowing. So what will be the answer? Flowing. Now look, we will get flowing waterfalls. So we will write here flowing waterfalls. There are too many small waterfalls in Sri Lanka. The country has a very rich wildlife. A wide variety of fruits and dash are also available there. So now look, you can take the help of the last para. So there will be a wide variety of fruits and now look, a variety of flowers and fruits. You will find here abundant wildlife, a variety of flowers and fruits. So we will write here a wide variety of fruits and flowers are also available there. Traveler can enjoy the dash view sitting by the palm shaded lagoons. A traveler can enjoy the natural view, right? Natural view sitting by the palm shaded lagoons. Now we will go to next exercise, that means D, and this will be your homework. Exercise D will be your homework. This is homework 17. Now look, the passage in B has 6 paragraphs A to F. Choose the most suitable headings for paragraphs A to F from the list of headings below. There are more headings in the box than the paragraphs, so you will not use all of them. Now there are list of the headings. Number 1, a beautiful island with natural richness. Number 2, teardrop of island. Number G, geographical features. Number 4, a rich multicolored setting. Number 5, some religious groups of Sri Lanka. Number 6, a traditional economy. Number 7, the land of cinnamon. Number 8, a melting pot of the past civilizations. Number 9, tourist attractions and leisure activities. Number 10, a country with beautiful beaches. So you will do it by yourself as your homework 17. Now we will go to section E. Let's read. Read the brief descriptions of some of the best tourist places in Sri Lanka, then discuss the questions that follow. So at first we will read, we will know about the different tourist spots in Sri Lanka. The first one, Anuradhapura. Now look, Anuradhapura, and there is a picture of Anuradhapura. Now look, Anuradhapura is one of the ancient capitals of Sri Lanka. So this is the ancient capital of Sri Lanka, one of the ancient capitals, okay. The old city is today surrounded by monasteries covering an area of over 16 square miles, and monasteries means where the monks live, okay, where the monks live. So it is surrounded by covering an area, covering an area of over 16 square miles. The city is also significant in Hindu legend as the capital of King Ravana. So there was a Hindu king and his name is Ravana. Now we will go to another tourist spot. Now look, Bondla National Park. Bondla National Park. Now look, there is a picture of this park. Bondla National Park is one of the Sri Lanka's leading destinations for bird watchers. That means bird watchers means the people who love to watch birds and who love to study about birds. Okay, I mean whose hobby is to study study wild birds. So this is a suitable place or a destination for the bird watchers. The park is also home to large populations of elephants, crocodiles, turtles and leopards. So you will also find those elephants in this park. Now we will go to another tourist spots. Now look, Hikkatua Coral Reef and Sandy Beaches. So this is the picture of Hikkatua Coral Reef and Sandy Beaches. Hikkatua is a little town on the south coast of Sri Lanka. It is well known for its beach and corals. It is principally a tourist destination and serves as a great beach with options to surf, snorkel and enjoy the sun. So Hikkatua is a place where you can surf and you can enjoy doing snorkel and you can also enjoy the sun. Okay, so this is the picture of this Hikkatua Coral Reef. Now we will go to another tourist spot of Sri Lanka. It is called Dambulla. Okay, now look, this is the picture of Dambulla. Major attractions of the city include the biggest and greatest spotted cave temple complex of Sri Lanka. It is also famous for the Rangri Dambulla Global Stadium, which was built in just 167 days. So within a very short period of time they have made this stadium. The city also boasts of the biggest rose quartz mountain range in South Asia and the ironwood forest. So this is Dambulla. This city is famous for stadium, Rangri Dambulla Global Stadium, which is built in 167 days. Now there are some questions you will discuss in pair in the live class. Which of the following tourist places do you like to visit? Places with beaches, places of historical importance, places that preserve wildlife. Explain why you like such a place. So we will explain this question in our live class. Now next question, if you are given an offer to visit any two of the 4 Sri Lankan cities above, which 2 cities will you choose? Explain why. So you will read this passage and then you will know about the 4 tourist spots and you will choose 2 cities among those 4 Sri Lankan cities, and you will also explain why do you why you choose these 2 cities. Okay, dear students. Now number 8, write a paragraph on some of the interesting places to visit in Sri Lanka. Use your own words and the information given in section E. So you will write a paragraph also about the tourist spots of Sri Lanka. So dear students, that's all for today. I hope you have understood about today's topic. All of you will do your homework, and now look, homework 17 unit 6 lesson 2 exercise D is your homework. Okay, exercise D is your homework, this one. Okay, so dear students, all of you will submit your homework on every Saturday from 9 AM to 3 PM in the school library. So dear students, see you again. Allah Hafiz.